right now on this dial. We're also streaming live on our social media on Facebook at Ania Kemefin. Please just go on my verified page. You'll see the blue badge. Just join us on this live stream right now. Let's get this going. You can also get to share. Let other people stand to learn. My guest is Evangelist I.D. Warufun, anti-cultism activist, former cultist himself. And Evangelist, is still good to have you right here. I didn't ask you, how old are you? Is it something you want to say?
I'm a young old man.
But okay.
I'm a young old man.
Okay, you look very young.
Young.
As young as ourselves.
But I'm approaching 35.
Wow. That's amazing. That's so good. So we're back to your initiation process into cultism, and then the initiation, the blood oath. Did it also come with things like beatings?
Yeah, there is what I call the drilling rituals.
Okay, that's what you call the drilling rituals.
That's the drilling or beating rituals. Every cult member that is a member indeed must pass through the drilling ritual.
Are you sure about that? Everybody goes through drilling.
I'm sure.
No matter how old.
Sure. Except it is a child's play kind of cult fraternity.
Okay, if the real one.
If the real one, you must pass through the drilling.
No matter your position or
no matter your position.
Wow, that's amazing. So
but there's what they always say: if you can't go through the drills, you buy the drills.
Okay, there's also an option of buying. I'm sure that should be very costly.
It should be very
costly. Wow. And so all these boys, some of these people who, they go through all of this.
Yeah.
Wow, that's quite shocking to hear. Could there be incidences? Could someone not pass the drilling? Because I may not know how intense this drilling process is. Could there be an incident where someone would faint or something could happen?
Yeah. In my book on title Understanding Cultism, I've penned that down. There are incidences that people even die in the course of the drill.
And nobody will know.
No one will know.
Where are these drills done? Typically
in a thick forest.
Around what time?
From 12 a.m.
Jesus.
From 12 a.m. Initiation begins 12 a.m. So everything they do is in the night.
It's not done in the afternoon.
No
matter how serene the place may be, maybe a hotel room or something.
No, that is child's play.
Wow, the real thing is
the real thing. So when you go,
so how is the lighting? How is the place lit up? What?
They have a campfire.
They have campfire.
Campfire.
Wow.
Understand? So when they lit the campfire, that's what they use for the initiation.
So everybody knows the venue at the point. Who leads people in here? I mean,
everyone can't know the venue. Okay. It's an highly intelligent network.
Okay, when I mean everybody, I'm talking in terms of the members. They know where they meet.
It can be.
Okay, it keeps changing.
It can be everyone. It can be everyone.
We need to know these things.
It can be everyone.
We need to know these things.
Most of the persons that knows the venue must be
the top hierarchy,
and they are on oath.
Wow.
They can't betray the fraternity.
Not to ever reveal.
Yes.
Wow. That's amazing. Okay, to other details, I still need to find out. So you now got in, you became involved, and you were initiated. What were your roles? What kind of things were you assigned? What kind of task were you assigned to carry out?
If I can remember, because of my level of intelligence, I was an intelligent chief.
Wow, it's like a security formation. It has an intelligence unit.
Yes, I was an intelligent chief.
So like what intelligence gathering did you do?
If supposing we want to hit someone in comfort, in those days, want to hit someone in Comfort FM, I will lead the intel unit to run information on that person.
Okay, to get to find out the right time to go play.
Yeah, and the intel units, they don't look like cultists.
Wow.
They really hang out with cultists.
Like you now, who looks very polished. You looked like a great intelligent guy who played that role exceedingly well. And all of that had happened. I don't want to go into details. But okay. So finally, let's look at your coming out.
Okay.
What triggered you? What led to your saying, I'm not doing this again?
I was at number 20 Efyongpong, exactly 2009. I went there to have fun, when I mean having fun, to drink myself to stupor, smoke, and do every kind of illicit activities. But when I returned home, that time we used to live at Ekwe in Sukara. A certain young man that I keep mentioning his name any opportunity I'm given to talk about cultism invited me to a church that they have a fellowship there. I never believed that I will make it to the fellowship because I was known as a notorious guy. But I told him I'm going to come. He laughed. He gesticulated and said, "You come to church?" I said, "I will come." And as God wanted it to be, I found myself in the church venue. And when I was there seated in the church, Frank, to be very sincere, I didn't go there to worship God. I went there to find a young lady that I can go home with to have a beautiful sexual experience.
Very, very, very exciting thing. A good place to just keep it down there. I loved that convention. I love it so dearly. What a motivation to go to church. Okay, back to, you met Christ in church. That's the bottom line of that story, how you got changed. But apart from intelligence, were there some other bad things that you were done? Did you beat people?
A lot.
You beat people?
I remember a situation that I went, a guy that insulted me. I didn't look like a cultist. I was always very calm.
Okay.
He insulted me, tore my clothes, told me that he will deal with me. I was just laughing. I told him, "Can you deal with me?" He said, "Yes." He cut my necklace. He told me he can buy it 10 times. I just told him that night, "Remember this word? You will buy it 10 times.
Wow.
I left.
So you now gathered your people?
Yes. In the morning, I traced him. I tracked him down at 4 lane. I told him, you remember, I said,
as open a place as
we
the Pan Avenue.
We cultists most times are not afraid because they are possessed. They are possessive. They are possessed with a strange spirit. I do talk about.
And mostly you are under influence of substances.
Yes.
And drugs and Indian hemp and the rest of it.
I do talk about the spiritual aspect of cultism. All cultists, all cult fraternity worship a god.
Amazing.
All cult fraternity.
So you get to beat the young man?
I beat the young man, dragged him, took him to his house, carried everything that was in his house.